Alright then. Whew. Alright. I am... okay. I'm a little too excited for this. I got a massive haul because Walmart just stocked everything at once. I've got a ton of these new Dino Escape toys. And I want to start with the most exciting first, which is this boy. This is the only toy I have kept up about and that I knew was going to be released. Everything else is pretty new to me. I haven't been paying close attention because none of the toys have been releasing at my Target Walmart like all year, and this is really it. This is where I'm going to start again, and I need to get rid of all these boxes because I just had my window of when we're moving shrinked from 6 months to potentially less than a month. So I need to get these boxes out of the way, and I'm going to do these all in one quick sitting. It's going to get super hot in here because I can't run the fan when I'm doing these things. So let's just start with the less interesting one, the one that's not new. It's still cool because we don't get a lot of Stegosauruses, especially not ones that actually have, you know, actually unique coloration. They're usually just green. There's that one brown one that was really cool. But yeah, so let's just, I guess, just get going. Luckily these aren't attached to the bottom, so don't have to worry about that. Just trying to see what you snapped at. There we go. Snip it. Just like that. Oh, there we go. Big boy. There's that. And then we just need to snip and snip. This is my favorite part. This is why I really want to get these toys. These cages. I love play features like this. The back. Yeah, it's just the Carcharadontosaurus, so we're good. Get that out of the way. That's one box down. And I'll take a look at this. How does this attach? Let's see. So like try and get this on camera. So it snaps on like that. Bottom one doesn't really snap at all. Top one does, bottom one does not. Oh wait, so at the front, this middle one doesn't snap either. This one isn't the best manufactured, let me be honest, but they're meant to be broken, so I'll give them a pass. Let's try to get this a little bit more on camera, so I can try to see how to snip this on for the first time myself. It looks like it goes in right about here. And try to slip it over the spikes. Some of these snap points just do not work, but it does enough to get it on the tail. I'm not sure what that would do in real life. It just seems like a waste of time. But then you have the action feature, which is supposed to... There you go. So it snaps it left and right, but it doesn't seem to break. What does the back of the box say? No, that's it. It's supposed to break it, despite the lack of connections actually working. It's a lot harder to do than I thought it would be. Whoa. This thing doesn't really break off. That's unfortunate. It's still a cool feature. I'm going to keep it around because I like these cages. Not very well built. You can see there, these ones don't snap properly, but it still holds its shape well enough. Even though it's supposed to break off, it does not. So let's look at the Stegosaurus. You got the head range that does not lock, so you can have your Stegosaurus spin 180 degrees. And we just have the plate feature, so you're supposed to actually push this plate forward, not down. And if you do that, the actual plate feature, it does respond pretty well. It like moves the back half of the front. Try to hold it still and like tries to fight me. It's cool. I like the back has like a little bit of motion on the hips. It's a nice little break right here. I kind of like that. So it's actually different than the rest of them. Let's get this in there while I'm doing this because I'm going to start examining everything else about this thing. Mostly the paint job. Because I love, you got like this dark, you got this darker sort of tan mixed with the lighter one that has like a stripe down the middle. Nice broken stripe, really nice design. It's unfortunate it doesn't continue down to the tail. You can see it doesn't continue anywhere down here. The spikes, they're painted, they're really good. The toes are not painted. It's something unfortunate. The beak is not painted either. That's a shame. The eyes look decent. yeah, it doesn't look like there's much bleed over on there. I'm really upset that the beak isn't painted. I like this sort of like some of like muted brown on the scale. It seems like it's almost the same as that color, but it's not exactly the same. I don't know. Looks kind of nice. I do like this one. It feels like very natural. This color scheme looks really nice. There's not much else to say about this. I think it's because it's another Stegosaurus. We've gotten a few of these before, so it's not too crazy. But it is very cool with a new play feature that doesn't. I mean, we saw it doesn't really truly work properly, but like the braking cage, the swing thing, very good, very nice. I like it. It's very responsive. It's easy to use once you know what you're doing. So yeah, Stegosaurus is done. Just speak a little bit louder, hopefully. That was a little bit quiet. Some other ones uploaded. Ooh, and now you get to the exciting one, the Carcharadontosaurus. Then, if you don't know, this is actually the same Carcharadontosaurus that is in Jurassic World Evolution. So we can see the toy makers actually using some other material to create a sort of visual consistency, and I really appreciate that. Even if this Carcharadontosaurus doesn't look like a Carcharadontosaurus, it really does not. It's still a very good, it's still really good to get some consistency in the way it's designed. Now we got this. Now this seems to connect right there. Oh wow, that comes off really nice and easy. Wow. So that one actually looks like it will break. So let's snip it on. And this one actually fully fits on without any issues, like unlike the T-Rex. And can you? There we go. That's what I want to see. Gotta reach down and get this. So yeah, the play feature works perfectly. The snaps all come together. It's very sturdy. There's none of those like missing points. Probably because it has like a lot less. There's like 1, 2, 3 instead of like 7 on the other one. So yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Put them over here with the other cage. And now let's talk about this. Let's get that play feature. He's like 2 bites. Nom, nom. Nom, nom, nom. Sometimes it stays open, sometimes it closes on the second one. I don't know why that is. Look at it, right there. A little bit inconsistent, but what are you going to do about it? Alright. Enough mucking around. We can say that the play feature is, well, not consistent in terms of whether it closes at the bottom or not. Okay, I think it's like when you do it one bit, but if you do it like that, it stays open. But if, okay, I think that's actually really neat, I'm not going to lie. So there's one big bite, chomp, but if you do the one, it does one bite open. That's kind of neat. It actually has 2 different play features depending on how hard you push the button. So let's get on to it. First off, let's talk about the obvious fact. Toes and claws are not painted. Let's get that symbol in there. There you go. And that's a bit disappointing again. I really don't like that they sometimes just don't paint these claws. But the rest of it, I mean, the color scheme is very bland. But that's because it's supposed to be the basic skin of the Carcharadontosaurus. And looking at the eye, there really doesn't seem to be... Get a closer look at that. There actually is a little bit of bleed over on the bottom of the eyelid, if you can see that right there. So it's always a bit shaky because I'm balancing on my tiptoes, because I have to bounce this all in the box, open up the mouth. Once again, I can't tell, is that like a... No, it's painted. I was like wondering if these teeth were a plastic piece, because they've been using those plastic pieces a lot to bypass teeth painting, but they haven't here. This is clearly painted, and there's not much bleed over. I'm gonna scoot over here. Sorry, where's the camera? There it is. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not too much bleed over. Very nice, guys. And the rest of it, it's just tan and brown. It's not very inspired. It's pretty bland, but I'm gonna be honest, even though it's a bland color scheme, it's got very simple colors. I think it works like it does on the real, like actual model. The colors, while not very inspiring, do work with the way it's designed. It all comes together to create this more like camouflage, like I guess like a lion or something. It looks really neat. I like it. I appreciate the spines too. Very cool. The texturing, it's very alligatorish, but they really have been getting better, even better at these scale texturings as they've gone on. You see all the wrinkles on the leg here. It's really, really cool. I appreciate that. This is a really good model, not gonna lie. I really like this one. I really, really do. I think I'm gonna have to add him to my shelf of, actually I won't have a shelf of favorites until, I'll have to figure out if I'm gonna have enough room for a shelf of favorites when I get back. when we move. But for now, I'm keeping this one close to hand. So yeah, that's about it. Let's go get this. Where's the Stego? Where did I put him? There he is. These are the Mega Destroyers with their cages. Some made better than others. And yeah, hopefully, I forget. I used to do. I recommend. Like, shut up, Discord. I usually recommend one or the other, and or usually say if I recommend them. Honestly, I'd say I go for both. We haven't gotten a Stegosaurus in a long time. The colors are good. Play feature is fun, even if it isn't the best. The Carcharadontosaurus, it's like I guess a tentative yes. This one's an absolutely. If you're gonna be getting Jurassic toys, get yourself a Carcharadontosaurus if you can find it, because this model's really good. Detail is fantastic. The play feature is neat. It works properly, and the colors, while muted and a little bit bland, do come together to make an overall pretty well-made model. That's it. Now I guess I'll see you all in the next video, which I'm going to be recording about 2 seconds from now.